You guys already know it is Manhwa Monday, and your girl is back giving you updates on what we've been reading. I may have one recommendation because I got to think about all the ones that I've already recommended to you guys. So I don't want to re-recommend something I already recommended to you. So we are going to basically touch base on currently what's going on a few BL dramas that I recommended you guys to go check out and that I'm currently reading, and chapters are currently dropping for these BL manhwas. They're not complete. You guys already know we talk about manhwas that are currently delivering us chapters and they're not complete. And most of my recommendations are completed manhwa. So we're gonna get into this intro so we can get into these topics because you already know it's Manhwa Monday. So let's jump on into it. If you don't know, now you know. Welcome back to hashtag J Podcast. And it is your podcast with all your BL content. I'm talking about BL dramas, BL manhwas, a few BL animes, and all the BL gossip and gossip to give our unapologetic opinion. And I am so happy. If you're new to the channel, welcome. You guys already know, hit the subscribe button to know when we upload new videos. Hit the notification bell to get notified. Also, hit the like button, get us up in the algorithm so you can see our videos. It's a free way to support the channel. And to my returning subscribers and always subscribers, we love you down. And we are going to hop on into Manhwa Monday. So to start off Manhwa Monday, we are going to start off with Mayuki, Mayuki and Nue. So Mayuki and Nue is a BL manhwa that I'm really enjoying right now. So far, this manhwa is up to chapter 14. I think the last time I spoke about this manhwa, I gave you a brief description of like the first, I think about 8 to 10 chapters. So to just give you a rough update on where Miyuki and Nue is currently at. We're at a point where once they got body to body, right? Miyuki learns that he's really attracted to Nue, and Nue is basically experiencing new things. He's an asshole by nature. He's not really particularly a nice person, and he's not nice to Miyuki, which Miyuki is the complete opposite. He's like, I hope I'm saying his name right. I'm probably not, but that's just the name we're gonna roll with. But he's really nice. He's completely different from Nue. He's really sweet, and they're complete opposites. And you notice that Miyuki really likes Nue. Why he likes Nue, nobody knows. But he really likes Nue, and he wants more from Nue. He wants to be with Nue. But Nue comes off like he don't want to be bothered with Miyuki, but he likes when they get body to body. So there's a part where they challenge each other, and Miyuki really pushes Nue to his limits, but Nue refuses to tap out. Miyuki decides to give Nue the win because he realized Nue's body was like breaking down from all the body to body action they were having because he was trying to make a point. So basically, now we're at a point where Miyuki leaves Nue alone, and Nue experience for a moment what it's like with not having Miyuki around, and he's starting to feel these feelings. Nue doesn't realize that he likes Miyuki, and he arrives to Miyuki's door drunk, and he's trying to get body to body, and it gets they get there. But after everything's done, they have a conversation, and for the first time, Miyuki rejects Nue. He tells him to leave and let him know that he doesn't want to meet up with him anymore the way they've been meeting up because he was really trying to express to Nue that he liked him. And Nue was like, what are you talking about? Like Nue is really oblivious to the idea of relationships. And at first you're thrown off because you're thinking, like, is he aware? But as you're reading, you're realizing that he's very clueless to like love and liking and being in a relationship with somebody. So it's like, okay, now everything's starting to make sense that you're a little bit delulu and a little bit stupid. So Miyuki, I think, hasn't picked that up from Nue. He just thinks that he's just an asshole and he's just a dick. He's incompetent of being nice. He's just not picking up on the fact that he's slow. So they're at a point where he lets know how he feel in a way, and Nue's reaction was like very off-putting. Nue basically said he just want to have a relationship with them getting body to body. Miyuki doesn't want that. He wants more. So he he cuts it. They're not dealing with each other anymore now. So now we're heading into the chapters where I think Nue is going to be discovering these new feelings and how important Miyuki has played in his life in the past couple of weeks. So their come together story, I am anticipating it. So if you're not reading Miyuki and Nue, don't forget to check our description. In the description, you will get the full on proper spelling and everything else to these BL manhwas if you want to read them. It'll be located in the description. But we are going to hop into the next manhwa. The next BL manhwa we are going to get into is Comes in Three. Now, with this BL manhwa, they are up to chapter 52. Yes, up to chapter 52. Now, this BL manhwa I have discovered while from the recent chapter. At first, the title Comes in Three. I thought it was just about him, the friend Ayin, and the other friend Jean. Now, it all makes sense that the title is called Comes in Three. So, I will give you my basic overall depiction. I'll just catch you up on what's going on so far. So if I can remember, I basically told you this is Johyun, and he had a rough childhood, which made Ayin an enemy and June be the guy that he wanted to have relations with and be with. Throughout the shift of this story, he idealistically was getting what he wanted. He just didn't get it the way he wanted to get it, basically. You are learning that Ayin has always had a thing for Joyen, and he did not like that him and Zhang was getting close, and that his plans for Zhang to mess with Joyen were turning to Zhang really liking Joyen. So as time go on, you find out that Zhang does fall for Joyen, and he rejects Ayin, who he's been in love with ever since he was a child. So it's a red flag in Ayin's head with Zhang, but we don't know. We don't know what's going to happen next after that. That's the last part that we left off with Ayin, because Ayin is the real deal crazy. Another real deal crazy one is the brother. We are learning that Joyen's brother has not recovered from what happened to their dad when they were younger regarding one of the students posting the review on their restaurant, which eventually a few events happened and led to the father dying. So the brother never got over the fact that he had to become the head of the family, join the service, and he wasn't there for his brother. And he's feeling like if he was more by his brother's side back then, he would have been there to help him regarding navigating friendships with people. So now the brother is being hyper more involved in the people that Joyen surrounds himself around, meaning relate any type of relationship, friendship. He's scary. So this falls into where I'm getting to my point where the title it comes in three. So at the end of chapter 52, Joyen finds out that Zhang was the one who basically in the picture you see right here, Zhang is the one who took the picture of him. If you've seen my last videos, if you've seen my last videos of our Manhwa Mondays, I stated that he kind of got essayed on a class trip. He finds out that Zhang was the one who basically essayed him. He finds out that Zhang was the one who put trash in his locker. He basically finds out that Zhang was behind a lot of few bad things that led up to them being really close. And in that moment, Joyen felt deceived the way he felt back then when those things happened that led to his father dying. So he runs off to the brother. Now, the reason why Zhang decides to tell Joyen the truth is because Zhang ends up having a meeting with Joyen's brother by Joyen's brother's uh, forceness of wanting to meet with him because he wanted to speak to him and to get to know where he's at. Like I said, he's being way more involved in his life because he doesn't want history to repeat itself. So he basically pushed Zhang to be 100 with Joyen. And if he's 100 with his brother, he'll be honest with him. And at the end of the day, like I said, he rejected Ayin from kissing him. So it's two ways he can be one fucked up when it comes to Joyen. It can be either Ayin outing him or the brother insinuating something ain't right with him. And in the midst, Zhang learns that Joyen's brother really does have a heavy weight on him, just like how Ayin had a very strong weight on him, on Zhang. Now, this is why it leads to why now I say I fully understand the title of this manhwa. When you think of it comes in three, like I told you, I thought it was just Zhang, Joyen, and Ayin. But when it's how I'm perceiving the title is it's three ways of deceptiveness that the main character is dealing with. He's dealing with Zhang. He's dealing with Ayin, who's the puppet master behind Zhang, who is kind of like the mastermind behind everything happening, and his brother, who's trying to control his life. So it's three forms of deceptiveness that the main character is receiving this type of heavy weight that he has to deal with. And it's just like I don't even know if I want him to be with Zhang. This one I like for the fact that I really don't know who I want the main character to be with. And I'm very optimistic to see how this manhwa is gonna go because it's a lot of messy-ish that's going on. And it's just like, who do you want him to be with? At this point, I just rather him meet somebody new and we just fall in love with another character. And they just battle the three of them. Like at this point, but I'm very optimistic to see how this manhwa is gonna play out because it is a level of messy that's just a lot to deal with. But you will enjoy it. And like I said, it's up to chapter 52. The BL manhwa is called Comes in Three. So let's hop into the next one. Now, the next BL manhwa we are going to get into is Cherry Complex. Now, Cherry Complex is up to chapter 40. And I've talked about this manhwa before. It is really good. This manhwa is the love story about two best friends. The top is younger and the bottom's older. And their story is so cute, so cute. We have I think the main character name is Hansu, and his best friend is Woojin, who is the top. Now, so far in this BL manhwa, these characters have now solidified and told each other that they like each other. It was a process. You know, Hansu was feeling like Woojin was leaving him for a young lady who he's been spending time with Come to find out the young lady do like Woojin, and she was in the midst of telling Woojin that she likes him and she want to date him, and then Hasu shows up and it gets a little messy. But in the midst of the messiness, he musses up and he, in a way, he lets Woojin know that he like him. And from there, they go and get body to body. And we leave off with Hasu asking Woojin when did he start liking him, because Woojin basically asked him why he just didn't tell him that he liked him, which is a good question because it's like, Woojin, why didn't you tell Hasu that you liked him, especially knowing that he was the openly gay best friend? So it's like everybody assumed the Woojin like girls, but everybody know Hasu like guys. So it's just like, why didn't you tell him? You know? So we at that point where it's just like, Woojin, why didn't you tell him you like him? Because that's really the real tea. That's the real tea. That's the real gag. The real gag is why you didn't tell him. And we want to know. So that is where they left us off in chapter 52. If you're really into a lighthearted BL manhwa, roughly about best friends falling in love with each other and, all the little obstacles they go in between, but roughly a lighthearted, but a little risque manhwa. Cherry Complex is your manhwa. It's currently going on. It's up to chapter 40, and I think you guys would enjoy it. We're going to hop into the next manhwa. You go and save the best for last. Sorry, I had to hit y'all with this. I had to hit you with that because I did have to save the best for last. You know what I'm saying? So our last BL member, we gonna talk about. It's Jinx. Woo! Jinx is up to chapter 50. All right. I think I have talked about Jinx. I know. I talk about Jinx in every Manhwa Monday video. Sorry for last week. Mama wasn't feeling good. But you already know I talk about Jinx in every Manhwa Monday video. We are up to chapter 50. And I'm feeling like Dr. Dan is going to get fired. You know, it's giving very fired. It's giving very pink slip energy. I think he's going to get fired with a dash of getting cussed the fuck out. Um, with a hint of embarrassment, and top it off being one fucked up. And through the midst of all of this, I feel like we gonna lose. We gonna lose Granny. And I think this is just gonna be a clusterfuck of a lot of shit. And I think Potato and his secret lover, the superstar, I think they're gonna be the ones that hold him down, Charlie Brown, because Dr. Dan, like, the way he broke off of just the idea that he hurt him, like, that's love. That's love. And Mr. Joe's a dick. We already know he's a dick. He can't see the forest from the trees. He can't see the forest from the trees. He can't see anything. But when we get in pieces of that fight and you thought he was losing, how that man how Jimen stepped on that foot, that was a setup. But the thing is, he thinks Dr. Dan is down with, or is he trying to make them think that he think Dr. I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to call this one. But I feel like Dr. Dan might get fired. It's giving pink slip energy. I don't know. Ooh. But we left off with Mr. Joe still on his feet and he mad as, you know what I mean? He's like, hold on, you thought you was gonna beat me. You thought, hold on, because I felt like he was gonna lose this shit. I felt like he was gonna get focused because if you notice, they haven't gotten body to body. Something's going on. And it was prior before him thinking Dr. Dan was basically being shady. I think they're at a point where he don't even need to do nothing. Dr. Dan just need to be there to support him, you know, like a significant other. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. they haven't gotten body to body since he got drunk. And he ain't losing this fight. He's so far, he's looking like a winner chicken dinner. And I'm hoping he win because Jimen got on my damn nerves. So, Mr. Joe, I don't need you to lose, even though I'm team Dr. Zen and I'm team FU, but I need you to win because Jimen, he's pissing me off. And I need y'all to get this together. But it's looking like Dr. Zen is going to get fired. And Potato's the only person who knows the real tea on what went down with dealing with the inventory before the fight. And I'm going to need Potato to speak up. Let the church say amen, because I'm going to need you to stand down, stand 100, because Dr. Zen fought for you. I'm going to need you to fight for him. You feel me? So, if you are not reading Jinx, I'll tell you get into it. Jinx is 50 chapters in. You can catch up. Trust me, you will enjoy it. And guys, like always, if you like, love, and enjoy our reaction videos, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell to know when we upload new videos. You already know. To see our full-on reaction videos, go check us out on Patreon. Either a BL Bay or a Super Up BL Bay. It's a great way to support the channel. Like always, guys, be you, be amazing. And also, I said I was gonna tell you guys BL recommendation. Let's see what I got for you guys. So the BL recommendation I have for you guys is Legs That Cannot Walk. Now, I haven't read this in a while. Let me see if I can tell you this story right. I just know it's good. And last time I checked, it wasn't completed. But it's about a gentleman who I think he's a boxer, if I can remember. And something happens to him to where he becomes disabled. And he catches the eye of a gangster. And it's just like the whole love story and him being in danger. Honestly, it's a really good story. If you into stuff like that, it is a really good story and it will pull you in. So if you haven't checked out Legs That Cannot Walk, I would tell you guys to go check it out. It's really good. And like always, guys, be you, be amazing, be great, and most importantly, be safe in these crazy streets. Laters, beautiful people.
Through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go. Through the wastelands, through the highways, and on.